Hey brother! Jay, the Harry Potter universe is a very well crafted one. Everything seems to just line up so perfectly. There are a few little plot holes or especially contrived plot devices here and there. I mean, come on. Time turners, liquid luck. You don't think everyone and their mom would be trying to brew this stuff on their own? Oh, but you have to be especially skilled at potions, Ben. True. But then I still think a certain potions master may have had some on the ready just in case a night may befall him where his loved one was about to be murdered. Just saying. Hashtag always. And now I'm sad. My point is that on a few occasions, Harry quite literally lucks himself through a situation. But mostly you can explain it away with, hey, magic.
I love magic.
Quick thought, why are there even locks if there is also Aloha Mora? Aren't they just kind of doorknobs at that point? But there is one instance that I don't feel like we got a great explanation for, and that is when Harry shoots golden flames at Voldemort during the chase scene in the Deathly Hallows. Have we not even gotten to the intro yet? But seriously, Voldemort is right on top of Harry. His plan has worked out magnificently. He was even able to correctly sort out the right Harry out of 7 when all of a sudden, boom, out of nowhere and never to be seen again, golden flames to save the day. Voldemort loses Lucius's wand, and Harry gets away with basically no explanation, not even to himself. And then Harry goes on to bring it up over and over and over again. I swear it's almost like Harry is like arguing with J.K. Rowling for the rest of the book. Like, hey, I'm totally glad I'm alive and all, but shouldn't I have totally died earlier? That fire didn't really make sense. Was it gold? Eventually, Dumbledore does try to give an explanation in King's Cross, but it kind of leaves something to be desired. According to him, the reason why Harry's wand produced the golden fire is because of when he won the duel with Voldemort back in the graveyard. Your courage won. Your wand overpowered his, and in doing so, something happened between those wands. Something that echoed the relationship between their masters. I believe that your wand imbibed some of the powers and qualities of Voldemort's wand that night, which is to say that it contained a little of Voldemort himself. So, as a result, the wand recognized Voldemort because a bit of his power is in the wand, but could recognize him as a mortal enemy, so it regurgitated some of his power back at him? And if you're thinking, I don't think that makes a whole lot of sense, I tend to agree. Seriously, here's how complicated it is. I had to write it down so that I didn't miss anything. So the twin cores meet and Harry wins, but his wand gets some of Voldemort's power, but not his wand's power, Voldemort's himself. But Voldemort doesn't get Harry's power because he lost the duel, even though Harry wins by literally pushing his wand's power back into Voldemort's, and then when Harry is being chased, his wand recognizes Voldemort himself, even though the wand it fought isn't present just because it fought Voldemort once before 3 years ago. Yeah, that's simple. It's all a little convoluted if you ask me, and even Dumbledore himself admits that he doesn't know exactly what happened, this is just a guess. Which, if you ask me, is an open invitation for the reader to try to figure out what happened, and I'm about to RSVP. Here's what I think actually happened. I think Dumbledore was partially right in that Harry's wand was regurgitating some of Voldemort's power. But that power didn't come from the duel in the graveyard, but instead the night that Harry's parents were murdered and Harry became a Horcrux. And so during the scene in question, acting as a Horcrux does, it defended itself from destruction by producing golden fire. Every Horcrux we meet along the way that is given the opportunity to defend itself does so mightily. Admittedly, we don't know much about what the diadem or the cup would have done, but the diary summons a 100-foot basilisk to fight for it, the venom of which eventually goes on to destroy the majority of the other Horcruxes. So that one, it backfired a little bit. The ring destroys Dumbledore's hand and would have eventually killed him if Snape had not confined the curse to his hand. Spoiler, Snape kills Dumbledore anyway. The locket drives Ron to hatred, and even when he recovers from it and is moments away from destroying it, it almost convinces him not to. And Nagini commits a wide array of awful murders. Although I'm not really sure that's as much defense as doing her master's bidding, which is her favorite hobby, which is an actual canon fact on Pottermore. And then we have the piece of soul inside of Harry, which uses its host to produce golden flames in the face of absolute danger. Would a Horcrux discriminate against who was trying to destroy it, even if it was its creator? Now, if this is the case, there are a few other situations that need explaining. First is in the Forbidden Forest when Voldemort successfully hits Harry with the killing curse. If our theory is true, why wouldn't the Horcrux defend itself then? Well, because even though it's from Voldemort, it is a part of Harry, and Harry even says himself in King's Cross, "I should have died. I didn't defend myself. I meant to let him kill me." And Dumbledore responds, "And that will, I think, have made all the difference." Exactly. At that point, Harry wanted to die, or at the very least was willing to. So the Horcrux accordingly did not react, unlike the chase scene when Harry very much wanted to survive. The other situation is in the Ministry of Magic just after Sirius dies. Harry chases Bellatrix upstairs to attack her, only for Voldemort to show up and give him a bookly hissy fit about how he always ruins his plans, and then attempts to kill Harry. By kill him, I mean he successfully aims the killing curse at him. Harry has his wand in hand and cannot react fast enough to defend himself. Spoilers, Dumbledore saves him. But here's the thing. If it was the wand itself recognizing and reacting to Voldemort in the chase scene, why doesn't it react here? Because it wasn't the wand, it was the Horcrux. Oh, but Ben, then why didn't the Horcrux try to defend itself then? Because just before Voldemort attacks, Bellatrix reminds everyone that Dumbledore has just arrived in the building. And as I just said, the piece of Voldemort's soul in Harry is also a part of Harry, and Harry trusts Dumbledore. Just Harry knowing that Dumbledore is there is enough to prevent that Horcrux from feeling like it's in mortal danger, even if it's only on a subconscious level. So in conclusion, how did Harry's wand produce the golden flames? Our theory is that it is because Harry is a Horcrux, and by design, Horcruxes will defend themselves in mortal danger, even if that mortal danger is being presented by the person who created that Horcrux. Guys, for my question of the day, what do you think? Do you prefer this explanation for the mysterious golden flames? Be sure to leave your thoughts in the towel section down below. This video is brought to you by all of our Super Carlin friends over on Patreon. If you'd like to help support the channel too, head on over to patreon.com/SuperCarlinBrothers to see all of our fun supporter perks, including my favorite for a single $1 Girafflet insurance. Guys, thanks for watching this video. Be sure to like it and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already so you don't miss out on any future Harry Potter content. If you'd like to see some of our older content, you can click right here to see whether or not Dumbledore created a Horcrux, or right here to have the mysterious veil in the Ministry of Magic explained. But Jay, that is everything that I've got for you today, man. I will see you on Tuesday.